Hi, I'm Chris with Createx Colors, and today we're going to talk about our Wicked Colors line of fluorescents. These are water-based acrylic, multi-surface airbrush paint. It can be applied with an airbrush or a spray gun. They are very vivid and neon-like in their nature, so you want to apply them over a light base. For example, all these colors behind me were sprayed over our AutoBorne Sealer white. Okay, we talked about AutoBorne Sealer white. Again, that is a perfect base for the most vivid, bright colors. Like I said, these shapes are painted over the AutoBorne Sealer white. And I have an example of that right here. This is AutoBorne Sealer white with our fluorescent raspberry over the top. Now in comparison, I have just a black and white card with the fluorescent raspberry. Same amount of coats, and you can see the color up top is pretty much the same, but it is certainly darker over the black portion. So you can see how that underlying coat is going to affect your final color. Going over white would typically be great, especially for interior applications or something that isn't always going to be in the sun. Now because fluorescents, all fluorescents, whether they're water-based, solvent-based, or anything in between, they're always in a constant state of decay, meaning they're fading. And that is because of that fluorescent nature, that excited nature. So what's happening is if you put these outside, they are going to fade. So a way to counteract the look of that fade is to color key a sealer color. You can use our AutoBorne sealers or our Wicked Opaques as well. And you can make a color that is similar in nature to that fluorescent color. So what's going to happen is as this starts to fade, you won't see white. It won't look chalky. You will have a nice color underneath and it'll make it a lot less visible in terms of that color fade. So again, with this, what I did was mixed 4 parts of our sealer burgundy to 1 part white to get a nice purple color, and this is the same 2 coats of the fluorescent raspberry over that. All these colors can be sprayed direct from the bottle with a spray gun or a large tip size airbrush. Generally a 0.5 is what we recommend. But if you're going to use a smaller tip size like a 3.5 or just for better flow, a little bit of our 4011 reducer, right around 10% per volume is what we recommend. You can also add our 4050. Now this is our UVLS Gloss. And what this is going to do is actually create an acrylic urethane when you add it to the paint. So it's going to help with durability if you're doing multiple tape outs and graphics. But what it's also going to do is help slow down that fade from the sun. It's actually going to help you keep the colors vibrant a little bit longer. The UVLS stands for ultraviolet light stabilizer. So what that's going to do is kind of keep those colors as vivid and vibrant for as long as you can. Okay, we just talked about our 40-50 and the added benefits to actually keeping that color bright and vibrant. Let's say you're doing something where you have more of an interior application and you want to use black light, and the whole purpose of that is to get these neon colors to be vibrant under a black light application. What's going to happen with the 40-50, because of that light stabilizer, it's going to block some of the vibrance of that color. So you're going to want to use our SSR. This is our 70-30, and this is a specialty clear designed for that type of application where under a black light you don't want to mute these colors. So it's going to provide you the same durability of the 40-50 without blocking that light. So if you're doing a bar or something where you're going to have a lot of high traffic, it's going to give you the mar resistance of that acrylic urethane, but it's not going to mute those colors. Now on that topic, we also have a color. This isn't white sealer. This is actually our 70-31, and this is a white that actually maintains the bright white color under a black light. Most times with white, you kind of have that blue cast. This will actually look bright and vivid under normal light, but when you put it under black light, it will stay bright and white. It won't have that blue tint. So that's something to keep in mind for special effects and things like that, especially under black light applications. One last note. The Wicked Colors fluorescent line is the same water-based acrylic formula that was found in the AutoBorne Colors line. So those of you who are familiar with the AutoBorne Colors, the fluorescents, you'll find those same great, bright, vivid neon colors in the Wicked line. So for more information on Wicked Colors, you can go to creatextech.com and check out the Wicked Colors technical data sheets. For Createx Colors, I'm Chris Arpin. Thanks for watching.